So you think it's time to hire a social media manager. So exciting. But I want you to have the best experience possible. So I'm sharing all of the steps you will want to take before you hire that social media manager. So teacher authors, go ahead and reheat that cup of coffee because I'm your host, Cassandra Foster, and we're about to get schooled in socials. Welcome back to Schooled in Socials. So you've decided to take the next step and hire a social media manager. Such an exciting time. Or at least I think it is. You might just be ready to throw your social media to whoever can get it off your plate, which is a totally valid feeling, by the way. But before you go searching for an amazing social media manager to help you with your marketing, there are 3 steps that you'll want to take to make sure you get the most out of that experience. Step number 1 is that you need to get clear on your business goals. Without clear business goals, it can be hard to create social media goals that will help support the success of your business and in turn make it hard to assess the success of the social media strategy you and your social media manager put into place. So take some time to reflect on what you really want to achieve in the next quarter, 6 months, a year. Your social media manager will need to have these goals in order to create targeted social media content that will get you there. And they'll also need those goals so that they can figure out what kinds of metrics and insights they should be looking at and reporting to you so that both of you can see what is working and what is not working to get you towards those goals. Step number 2. Decide what parts of social media you want taken off your plate. There is a wide variety of services that social media managers can offer you, from scheduling content all the way to in-depth strategy and content creation where you are completely hands-off. So know what you want that relationship to look like. Which platform or platforms do you want them to help you with? Do you just want someone to create and post content while you answer comments and DMs and engage with other accounts? If you use Instagram, do you want them to also handle your stories? How much content do you want them to create? How much content will you be able to provide them to use, such as short video clips, long-form content to repurpose, graphics templates? All of this can make a difference when it comes to finding someone who will truly fill your need. Some managers only work on certain platforms, some managers only create feed content, etc. Everyone kind of has their little niche and what they are comfortable with and what they feel like they're an expert on. So getting clear on exactly what you want taken off your plate and your potential social media manager to handle for you will help you better find and connect with a social media manager that can do just that. There's no doubt if you've been around for a hot minute, you know the importance of analyzing your social media data to help you reach your big business goals. But if the thought of diving into that data on your own has been holding you back from the content clarity that it can bring, I've got your back. With my quarterly data analysis service, I'm here to be your data bestie right alongside of you, diving into your analytics and outlining a content plan so that you can take effective action. This way, you get all the benefits of having your eyes on your data to help make goals for the new year without having to take a course or wade through the numbers by yourself. It's time to tap into the magic of your social media data, and you don't even have to add anything to your plate to do it. Just hop on the waitlist right now in the show notes. I know your future self will thank you. Step 3, you're going to want to assess your budget. There is a wide range of pricing when it comes to social media managers, and most require some sort of retainer. For me, my clients sign contracts for 3 months at a time. This is kind of typical in the social media world because it takes time to properly implement a strategy and see results. So if we just had people coming in for a month and then leaving, they're really not going to get to experience the results that we could potentially give them just because social media does take time. So you want to be clear on how much you can allocate to social media services each month and how many months in a row you would be comfortable doing that for. 3 months, 6 months, a year. Everyone kind of has their own different ways of setting up their retainers. So make sure you go into it knowing a price point or a range of price points and how long of a contract you would be comfortable into entering into. And you may also need to adjust your expectations for what can get taken off your plate that we talked about for step number 2 based on your budget. So my suggestion is when you are doing these 3 steps is to kind of assess your budget and figure out what you want taken off of your plate simultaneously. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to look around at different social media managers' packages so you can get an idea of what you'll be able to afford and what that can get off of your plate and if that aligns to the things you truly want taken off your plate so you aren't disappointed when you start that hiring process. Hiring a social media manager is a big step in your business. So make sure you have solid goals, know what you want them to take over, and have realistically assessed your budget so that you can have a pleasant hiring experience and get the biggest bang for your buck when you hire out a social media manager. Now, not sure about your business goals and how they translate to social media or what you really want to get off your plate or how to even start assessing your budget? No worries. That's why I'm here for you. These kinds of questions are exactly why I created my mini social media consults. So you could pick my brain and leave feeling more comfortable in your social media decisions. I'll leave the link in the show notes for you so that you can learn more. All right, Cold Coffee friends, thanks so much for listening. If you're loving getting schooled in socials, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Also, I would love it if you left a review so that other teacher authors like you can start getting schooled in socials too. All right, I'll see you in the next episode.